We're out working on the bus. It is Sunday, December 4th, about 1 in the morning, and we're working on putting oil in the bus. We've got this little, I don't know what you call it, pneumatic pump with Rob's that we're going to use to pump out of this 5-gallon pail of oil. And I figured I'll kind of tell you some of the other things that we've done recently on this thing. Can't really tell what color it is, but it's black, that line right there. That's new, as well as all these other air lines on the top of the engine. All the fuel lines are new. We've got a couple oil lines underneath the bus that are new. Yeah, you can't really tell which ones are new just because it's so dark. I just got this little flashlight here. But we also did some, actually all of the lines go into the air compressor, including coolant, oil, and not oil, but air. So I wanted to make sure to get whatever little bit of diesel fuel we pumped with this last out of the pump before we start pumping the oil into the engine. It's actually pumping it pretty fast. And this filler neck just goes to the top of a valve cover. Oh, I don't want to let it trickle on down through the engine. I don't want to put way too much. Alright, we put all the oil in that we're going to put in for tonight. We've got all the lines in the rear suspension tied up, and right now we're going to air up the front suspension. I think all of our blocking and all of our air lines situated so we can raise just the front of this bus. This is the third time we've tried this, and we've had to rearrange some stuff, but hopefully this will lift it up and we'll be able to kind of get under the bus a little better to see what we need to do to get the air tank replaced in the front. And the reason why we have to do this is because when the bus was blocked like a year ago and the tires were taken off, it is kind of all settled and sunk down into the ground a little bit, so we can't get our replacement tank underneath the suspension and finagled into place to see what we got to do to mount it. Well, that didn't raise up too much. We're just gonna have to probably jack it up with air in it. That way there it doesn't just kind of collapse the suspension. Well, we've got oil changed, fuel filters changed. We've got a new line on the top of the radiator, or excuse me, hose. That was expensive. It was like $100 something for that real big piece of flex. What else? Oh, we've also done new lines in the air. Also up here in the front, we've got it blocked up a little further. And Rob's figuring out what we need for fittings to get the new tank to mount right up in there where it used to mount. You can see the little hanger gets cut off. This tank is a little bigger diameter, so it wouldn't have worked with that hanger anyway. But it'll still fit. And after that, what else? Gas tank, I guess. We're gonna use 2 55-gallon drums and free up the clutch linkage. Put the tires on, and we're ready to test it.